Are we live? Are we live? I hope so. We are live. Just a sec. Yes, we are live. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. If you are new to my stream, my name is Abhishek Sharma, and I'm trying to learn advanced backend and system design. And this is day 18 of that. So, from today, we are going to start the phase 3 of this advanced backend and system design series. And in this phase, the main goal is to understand caching, rate limiting, and TTL, and all these things. So, let's get started. Just a sec. Just a sec, guys. Just a sec. Okay. Yeah. All right. Am I audible? Just I'll check. Yeah, I'm audible. Okay. So I am audible. All right. Fine. So let's get started now. So first is open the Notion template. What is the issue? Close this. What the hell is wrong? Hmm. 50 minutes ago, another saving us changes. We'll try again soon. Debug info offline. All right. Okay, so this was the chat, and also okay, we have this. Okay, open this in a new chat. Okay, fine. So first, let's see what we have to do in phase 3. So in phase 3, cache patterns, TTS strategy, rate limiting, API performance optimization, and pagination. That's the main thing. Okay, so all right. And for the e-commerce that we build, we are going to continue that. So for that in phase 3, you can handle high traffic APIs. All right. Anirudh, hi. Hello, Anirudh. Welcome to the stream. All right. So we have this modules. Okay. So this. Okay. Fine. Anirudh, first message, I guess. Yep, Anirudh, you were the first. Shubham Day. Hey, bro. Hello, Shubham. Welcome to the stream. How are you? All right. So now I will start phase 3. You need to guide me end to end. You need to guide me and teach me the topics of phase 3 and also how to implement it. Okay, fine. Kanak Chaudhary. Hello, Kanak. Welcome to the stream. Shubham, they're new here. What are you trying to make? We are trying to make the backend of an e-commerce application. So in phase 2, we build the basic backend, and in phase 3, we are trying to implement. Like in phase 2, also we did something like DB optimization, and in phase 3, we are trying to implement caching, API performance, rate limiting, and all these things. Okay, quick login. Welcome to the stream. Quick login, bro. If I learning JavaScript for full stack, should I learn Python also in my college? CPPs also start in my first sem. Which should I learn? So confused. See, in college they will start with CPP, then they will go into maybe Python or Java based on what they are teaching in college, right? But you have to do self-learning. So in self-learning, you can, if you have started with JavaScript, then stick to JavaScript. Okay, NG Tanta, we don't talk anymore like we used to. It's a song. Okay. New now things. Okay. Phase 3 is where you stop. Okay. Okay. Performance. What we learned. Pagination. Fine. Shubham De, okay, great man. Thanks Shubham and welcome to the channel. Sagar Singh, hello Sagar, welcome to the stream. Hello bro, congrats me. As I told you, I'm shifting from web dev to machine learning engineering. I cracked unicorn startup 24 LPA just today in morning. Oh, that's great Sagar Singh, congratulations man. All the best for your job, and that's a big thing. Congrats man, congrats. I'm very happy for you. Okay, so we have now pagination. Okay, at scale, memory explosion, slow DB queries, high network payload, front end lag. What you must offset, okay, easy but poor at large scale. Cursor pagination important. Production grade approach used by Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. What you will implement in your product APIs. Fine. Okay. Redis, okay, RAM is okay, fine. Why companies use Redis? Fine. Okay. Redis cache patterns. Most important cache aside pattern industry standard. Cache Redis, cache hit, return, cache miss, fetch DB, store in Redis, return response. Okay. No one uses CPP in full stack. Okay. Kanak, great bro, congrats. Yep. Congrats Sagar. Sagar, I would really like to give referral to you cause I see your hard work. If you're interested, do let me know. Sure, Sagar. So, it's a unicorn startup, so I am interested in working. So we can connect on LinkedIn professionally. Okay, fine. Let's connect. I do have my email. You can get my email in the description of the stream. All right. So, if there's an opening, then yes, I'm interested in startups. Redis, okay. Then hot data caching. Some data is requested constantly. Trending products, featured products, categories. This is called hot data. Okay, first, give me a structured plan to implement phase 3 and it okay implement phase 3. Okay, Sagar, sure you will get a connection request on LinkedIn. Dev Sagar, we have openings like my HR offered me full stack, front end or back is still pending. Okay Sagar, they are searching. Okay, fine Sagar, you can get my email in the description of the stream, then we can connect. Okay, phase 3 performance and caching. Baseline benchmark before optimization. Response time DB. Okay, learn. Outcome. Step 1, cursor pagination. Most important entry point. Goal, prevent large queries from destroying DB performance. They are searching. Okay. Satyam Bhosle, hey bro, what's up? Hello Satyam, welcome to the stream. What's up? Today we are implementing phase 3. We have started phase 3. Sagar, thank you so much. I would really love to work with. Thank you for accepting my offer. See you soon. Sure, Sagar. Quick login. According to you, bro, which course is best for full stack? Basically, when I was learning full stack, I never took any course. I used to follow curriculum, and whatever I learned from YouTube. So yeah. And most importantly, don't get into tutorial hell. I have made a video on that, how to avoid tutorial hell also. But if you want to avoid tutorial hell, just watch 1 or 2 videos, and then whatever you have learned from those videos, implement that and build a project. That's the best way of learning. Cursor pagination, most important entry point. Okay, prevent large queries destroying your DB performance. Offset page, understand why it becomes slow. DB still okay. Cursor pagination, or to implement. Okay. Okay, let's start with step 1, cursor pagination. Let's start with cursor pagination. as you have the full code, tell me you need to guide me and teach me. This is one of the most important backend scaling concepts. Right now your API uses find many without limits. Okay. Satyam Bosle, bro, are you going to use BullMQ and Redis as you have updated in Discord that you have made a... Yes, I will be using BullMQ and Redis for messaging queues and Redis for caching. Okay. Bro, can I take Chai Code full stack cohort 7 months live program? Suggest me. Actually, I have not tried that. So I cannot give an opinion on it because I have not I have not like gone into that course, so I don't know like it's good or bad, so I cannot give you any opinion on that. Okay, without limits, 100k plus order becomes huge. My request everything, DB memory usage increases, response time slows down. Okay, why cursor pagination exists? There are two major pagination types: offset pagination and cursor pagination. All right. Fine, so let's first make the note. Phase 3. Phase 3. Let's make this Phase 3. Pagination. Pagination. Hold on. This one. Pagination. Pagination, and then here we have, all right, pagination. Here we have types of pagination. Types of pagination. One, we have offset pagination, and let's give an example. Offset pagination example. Let's give an example as well, like for example like this, offset pagination. And then we have cursor pagination. Example of cursor pagination is something like this, cursor and limit. Okay, we'll see what this is. Fine. Why big companies prefer cursor pagination? Offset pagination becomes slow at scale. Okay, example offset. Okay. Kumar Neeraj, welcome to the stream. आप क्या बना रहे हो भाई? I'm building the backend of an e-commerce application, and we are in the phase 3 of that. So in phase 3, the goal is to implement pagination, caching, rate limiting, and make the API more optimized and scalable. Okay, offset 5000, limit 20. Postgres still scans kept 50 rows. Cursor pagination is faster because where created at is greater less than cursor limit 20. This uses indexes efficiently. Okay. What you will implement, get product response. This has more true. Where to implement first? Start with get all active products because public API has highest traffic, best place to learn. Cursor strategy, you need a stable sorting field. Best choice created at. Okay, because indexed unique enough chronological. Step 1.1. All right, fine. Let's go here. Modules, product repository, and public get all active products. Okay, we have get all active products. So we have category. Okay, we'll see that. मनीष चहार, हेलो भाई. हेलो मनीष, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. भाई क्लॉड प्रीमियम गिव अवे कर दो. पहले मैं खुद तो ले लूँ. मनीष चहार, what is pagination? Pagination is a way of making our API response faster and optimized. For example, if we are getting a public data, like for example there are 20,000 rows, right, and we get, for example, get all active products, right, then in that query all of a sudden 20,000 data will come, right? So we don't want that. We need maybe like first 100 data, then second 100 data, depending on the scroll. So that is called pagination. Okay, inside your okay, fine. Product query options, we have to limit and cursor as well. Late, okay, just a sec. So here we have index.ts. We have this product query options, sort by latest, oldest. Okay, we can do this. Number and cursor. Okay, then we have controller. We have controller here. We have controller. So in controller we have request response filters. Okay, then limit, request.query.limit. Then we have to convert it to number. If there is no limit, then by default we have 10 in limit. And cursor, request.query.cursor as string. All right, but the thing is cursor. Okay, understood. Okay, then result, we are passing the filters. All right, then in service, when repository logic, that's the main thing. Replace your current with and limit equals 10 is active true. Okay, main price, if cursor where dot created at less than equal to new date, cursor order by, okay, sort by, okay, find many, take limit plus 1, next cursor. Okay, so why take limit plus 1? Fetch take 11. If the 11th item exists, there are more records. Then remove extra item. This is okay. Test API. Okay. Your knowledge. Cursor paging works best with infinite scrolling, feeds, e-commerce, mobile apps, large data sets. Okay, Nikhil Reddy. Hello, Nikhil Reddy. Welcome to the stream. Weakness of current implementation. Your your current cursor is not fully stable. Why two products can have same timestamp? Industry solution composite. Okay. Inside product model, because query uses composite index massing improves cursor pagination. Okay, fine. Let's do this. So first, just a sec, before I go into this, we have latest, oldest, price. Okay, so we can make this as latest, oldest, latest, oldest, price ASC, price ASC, price DESC. Okay, we have sort by as well. We have sort by. Then we need the limit. If limit is there, then it should be a number, and cursor should be a string. We made this. Manish Shahar. Bhai, what is web sockets? Okay, web socket is a way of implementing real-time communication in your backend. For example, we have something like a chat application. When you chat, data goes real time, right? So a WebSocket is a way of implementing a real chat communication. It is used in video calling, it is used in chat application, it is also used in notification systems. These things we use it. Okay, so we did this. Then we have the controller. So in controller, what we need? Get our active product controller. Hold on. We are passing the query. Filters. Okay, let's do one thing, that const filters equals category id equals request dot query dot category id as string. We have this category id, min price, just a sec, min price is also string. Okay, request dot query dot Manish Char, bhaiya, DOM, how does it work? Okay, DOM stands for document, document object manipulation in JavaScript. It's a way that allows JavaScript to interact with the browser, and DOM basically, when in browser, JavaScript behaves a bit differently than what we do in Node.js. Like when we run JavaScript inside Node.js environment, it is a bit different than what we get into browser. So whatever rendering that happens in browser because of JavaScript, it happens because of DOM manipulation. Basically, DOM manipulation allows your JavaScript code to interact with your HTML and CSS code. Quick login. Bro, Java versus JavaScript for full system and DSA, which language is best for beginners to start programming journey? Okay, see, Java is a very, very strong programming language. It's one of the strongest programming language, and JavaScript is also good. But the thing is, Java has a higher, it's a bit difficult to learn. JavaScript is a bit easier to learn. That is the first difference. Second difference is job roles. For Java, you need to get into Spring Boot if you want to get into backend development. Then for that, there are less number of jobs for freshers, that what I have observed. But with JavaScript, there are lots of jobs for freshers with JavaScript, and also, but competition is also there. Okay, and which language best for a beginner? I will suggest you go with JavaScript. One is then JS is wrapper of Node.js. No, actually Node.js is an environment that allows you to run JavaScript in your terminal. It's not a wrapper, it's a environment that took JavaScript out of the browser using V8 engine, and then it uses it to run the JavaScript code in my terminal. Okay, dot query dot min price as string, max price, request dot query dot max price as string, max price. Then we have sort by, request dot query dot sort by as, hold on, copy this, let's get this. Okay, we have sort by, and then we are getting the limit. Okay, then we have the limit will accept, we are going to convert it to number, and request dot query dot limit, and if, just a sec, this limit request dot, just a sec, first we check it. Okay, so request dot query dot, if limit is there, then we convert it to request dot query dot limit. If limit is not there, then we just make it 10. Okay, Dhruv Patil, bro, can you explain the folder files and use cases? I know only MVC pattern. Okay, actually the folder structure that I am following is called modular based folder structure, and the code base that we are like the practice of code that we are following is known as layered architecture. I'll explain you in detail, just a sec. कनक चौधरी, भैया टाइपस्क्रिप्ट पर ही प्रोजेक्ट क्यों बना रहे हो एक्सेप्ट JS? Actually, TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript. TypeScript is JavaScript only, but the only difference is it has data type safety, right? So it helps us to write bug-free code. We have limit, and if cursor is there, just a sec, we have cursor and request dot query dot cursor, request dot query dot cursor is there, okay, as string. Fine, we got this. Then here we are going to pass this filters, okay, pass this filters, got it. And then in the service product.service, we have this filters, absolutely fine. Then we have repository logic. So in repository logic, what are we doing? We have this, just a sec, we have this, and sort by and undefined. Why is it undefined here? Why is it undefined? Hold on. Okay, just a sec. Query.sort by this or this. Okay. For now, let's keep it as string. Okay. Filters. Okay, let's make it any now. Okay. Then we have report. Okay. Manish Bhaiya, how do IRCTC where is trained work without network? What is your question? Mac.git.ignore. Okay. Fanak Chaudhary, so can we use TS for small project? Yes, you can use TS for small project. Okay. So we have this sort by, and also we need limit and cursor, right? We also need limit and cursor, and limit equals 20. If limit we are not providing, we are giving it 10. Just a sec. Okay, we have this and we have filters, and this is done. Filter by category, price filter, then we have cursor logic. Okay, before we get into this, let's make the cursor logic. Okay, Utkarsh Singh, welcome to the stream. Utkarsh, are you using Docker for Postgres? No, I'm not using Docker for Postgres. For Redis, I'm using Postgres, but I have installed Docker Postgres in my system only. Cursor logic. Understand the cursor logic. So if cursor is there, then where dot cursor equals cursor, where dot created at, where dot created equals cursor, no, equals less than new date cursor. Okay, we have this, we have the cursor, from here put this here. Okay, cursor logic, we have this, then we have sorting going on. This is the sorting logic. Okay, and then products, find many where order by take, what take limit +1. Okay, then before we return the product, okay, before, okay, hold on. So we are returning the product. Okay. Next cursor string or null. If product.length is greater than limit, next item products.pop. Okay, let next cursor string or null, we are creating a variable. Okay, then if products length is greater than limit, if there are more products, the next item equals products dot, we are removing the last item from the list, like array of products. We are removing the last item and we are storing the next item. Okay, the next cursor equal next item or null, next cursor. Okay, okay, got it. So after this we have let next cursor equals string or string or null, and by default it will have null. Okay, then if products dot length is greater than the limit, then next item we have to create a const next item equals products dot pop. Basically pop is a higher order method, like a pop is a method in array that removes the last element and return that element from an array. So basically we are getting the last item from the array and we are storing the next item. Then next cursor equals next item dot created at to ISO string. Okay, dot created at dot to ISO string or null, next cursor, and before we are not returning just the product, we are returning products next cursor and has more next cursor. Okay, we have this. Okay, why take limit plus 1? Example, user ask limit equals 10, you fetch take 11. If 11th item exists, there are more records in next cursor. Okay, got it. So basically if we are passing 11 here, and if product 10 is greater than, like if product dot length 11 is greater than 10, right? Because for example we are passing limit as 10, and if like here the condition will be 11 is greater than 10, so we are creating the next cursor, and like in the next item we are popping at the 11th element and storing it into the next item. Okay, then remove extra item. Got it. Then we have to test the API, all products limit 2. Okay, so let's do one thing. So there is an issue. What is the issue? Okay, get all active products. Okay, we are passing this products return interface. We have to change the return type. So in return type we can, okay, let's see this. Okay, I did this in repository. I am getting this error because of the interface return type. We have to fix that. In interface, either we have to create a type, just let's see. We have this. Fine. Okay, fix update on interface, replace this with promise. Okay, interface here, replace this with products will be product array. Then we have products will be product array, and then we have next cursor string or null, next cursor will be string or null, and after this has more will be boolean, okay. We have this. Fine. NG Tantani, Nest JS is the king of the Node.js world. Okay, Supreme DS. Oh, bro, long time no see. Hello, Supreme DS. Welcome back to the stream, brother. How are you? Okay, we have this. Now let's check if it is working or not. Let's see if it is. Okay. Allow. Close this. E-commerce application, product, get all active products. Okay, remove this, just a sec. We have this, and hold on. We have this. We have to start the server. cd backend npm run dev. Okay, so now if I first, let's see how many products are there. Just a sec. Let's log in as, hold on, product.route, all products, verify user, verify admin. Okay, both can do this. So for this, let's go for admin user, and test user 3 is the admin. Okay, so let's go for test user 3, login as admin. Supreme DS, absolutely fit and fine, bro. Just exploring some new places. Just saw your video and it reminded about your live streams. Okay, nice. That's nice, Supreme DS. I'm glad that you are, traveling. Adonis, welcome to the stream, Adonis. Hey bro, I'm just done with backend Node.js PostgreSQL. Can you recommend some projects to have good grab on backend? Like I have made URL shortener till now. That is a good project. URL shortener is a good project. Maybe you can try to build a full stack video calling application like a Google Meet. That will help you to understand WebSockets as well. We logged in. Then let's get all active products. First, let's get all the products. We get all the products, and let's see how many products are there. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 products, right? There are 3 products. Now let's go for all active products. Product.map is not a function. Okay, got it. Got the issue. So go to product.service. Product.service. Let all active products. We have result, and here we need to pass result dot products. Now if we do this, we'll get it. So now we are getting 1, 2, 3 products, right? Now let's pass here limit 1. Let's pass this. We are getting 1 product. Okay, we are getting 1 product. Let's do limit 2. We are getting 2 products. Okay, and just a sec. Cursor. What is this cursor? Limit 1. Price stock is active. Okay, just a sec. Console.log result. Get this. Has more next cursor, but we are not showing it. We are not showing it, right? So why we are not showing it? Because we are just returning the. Okay, okay, got it. So what we can do is uh, response to product list response. We have this return instead of just this one. Faizan Mohammed, welcome to the stream. Faizan, bhai, can you say what is Liquibase? It's DB related technology. I researched, but still, I guess I don't understand its purpose. Actually, I don't know about Liquibase. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. Maybe I have to research as well. Nakul, hello Nakul, welcome to the stream. What is the status of your SaaS website? Actually, it's all now. It depends entirely on the business registration part. That's why the B2B SaaS, it's taking time. But I've started working on another SaaS. Like, it's not a B2B SaaS, so we don't need the business registration for that. So I've started working on it. Adonis. So should I just jump into WebSocket like I have made only the URL shortener, or should I practice backend more? First, before jumping into WebSockets, I will suggest you get good hold of CRUD operations. Maybe you can build a blog application or an e-commerce first, or a social media application, then get into WebSockets. Satyam Bhosle, what's wrong, bro? What's wrong? Satyam, Adonis, first try to make full-fledged CRUD and app later. Try to okay, fine. Just a sec. So here we are doing this. So we have to fix that as well. What is in with cursor? Basically, pagination are of two types: offset pagination and cursor pagination. So cursor pagination is supposed to be faster than offset pagination, and most of the companies use cursor pagination. But the thing is, we can go with offset pagination as well. So yeah, that's the thing. Hold on, but first let's focus on fixing the response type. This hold on, product.mapper.ts product.mapper.ts service. I am not seeing the next cursor and has more in the response. Okay, nice. Correct solution. Fine. Update service. Why this? Okay, fine. We can simply return this. Instead of this, just return here products. We have two product list response, and here we have result dot products. Then here we have next cursor equals next cursor equals result dot next cursor, and has more equals result dot has more. Fine, we got this. And now if I go here, we should see next cursor and true. For example, if I make it 2, if limit is 2, we're getting 2 products and has more true. If I make it 3, has more false. Next cursor null. Okay, Okay, Pratham Bhatt. Welcome to the stream, Pratham. Satyam Bosla. Yes, cursor is fast because even for offset DB, DB kind of scans where the cursor you just keep the reference of the last element from the earlier response and then apply limit further from it. Okay. Pratham chat GPT bro typing कहाँ से सीखे bro remember me or not Pratham welcome to the stream TS से कौन सा language TS से TypeScript what are you doing what you make remember me or not I'm trying to build the backend of an e-commerce application and we are in the phase 3 of that and now we are trying to implement Pagination. Okay, so first we have this, close this, but the thing is we have this take understood. Okay, get all active products, fine, this makes sense. Cursor has more. Okay, so now if I go here, next request will be this and cursor this. Okay, important real world knowledge. Cursor paging works best with infinite. Okay, weakness of current implementation. Your current cursor is not fully stable. Why two products can have same timestamp? Industry solution. Composite cursor. Your current version is not okay. DB index you should add is active and inside product model because query uses where is active true order. Okay. Okay, so cursor I think we have understood. Cursor we have understood. ओके प्रथम भट्ट ब्रो थोड़ा स्लो बोला करो अच्छा ओके ठीक है प्रथम भट्ट TypeScript is just like Java or JavaScript. Actually, TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript. It's JavaScript only, but with type safety. So we have this. Fine. Okay. So we have implemented pagination. Now let's start with step 2. Step 2. Okay, step 2. Step 2. Step 2. Step 2. Where is it? Cache invalid. Step 2. Step 2. And Redis. Okay. Okay. As you know, my entire code base, you need to guide me and teach me. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. Pratham, why we say that it is upgraded version of JavaScript or Java? It is an upgraded version of JavaScript because it just provides type safety in JavaScript. Pranav, welcome to the stream, Pranav. Could you please help me to learn PostgreSQL? Already I know MySQL and Mongoose. And one more, do you know Payload CMS? No, I don't know about Payload CMS. And Postgres, you can watch one or two good videos on YouTube, and then whatever you have learned from that, and whatever tech stack you use, learn how to connect Postgres with Prisma. Like pick one ORM as well. Okay. Yep. Step 2, Redis fundamentals. Now you are entering real backend engineering territory. This is where system become fast. See, right now if I go for 3 products, it takes around 49 milliseconds, 15 milliseconds, 13, 6, 7, 11, something like that. Okay, what if I pass this as well? Okay, if I remove this, then we get, okay, nice. We have this scalable production ready. Atharva, welcome to the stream. Atharva, bro, do you also guide beginner college going students in their journey in your one-on-one call related to AI ML? Yes, I do, Atharv. Client, Express, Postgres, Pranav. AI is making me confused. I try to learn system design. It gives random response and different every time. So help me out of this. So first you have to, like understand that what are the things that's inside system design, right? So that you cannot do with AI. You have to find articles online written by real humans, people who are experienced, people who have experience. They have written this particular roadmaps and all these things. So you can check from here that if AI is telling you right or wrong. So that's how I learned. First I go through the articles, then I go to AI, tell it to teach me, and then when AI gives me the code, I try to verify it, and only if the code is correct, then I try to implement it and understand it. Okay. Manish, bhaiya, what is CDN? CDN is content delivery network. Basically, CDN is a way, for example, your database is in America, you are accessing data in India. How if normal you go for a simple connection like simple request and response type of thing, it will take time. So CDN, basically CDN is a way of delivering data, like it's a way of delivering data faster. That's what CDN is. So yeah, just a sec. Fundamentals, fast, scalable, production ready. Yeah, okay. Every request hits database directly, but that works for small apps. But at scale, DB becomes bottleneck. Repeated queries waste resources, latency increases, traffic spikes, skill performance. Redis solves this. What is Redis? Redis is in-memory database, ultra fast. Okay, just a sec. Redis. Not this one. Redis. The in-memory database, documentation. Okay. Atharva, I have a lot of interest in coding stuff, but due to higher cutoffs, it's hard to get computer science branch in college. So can we still manage to develop a skill while in other branches? Yes, absolutely. I know lots of people who have done it. Like they were from mechanical, they were from ECE, Triple E, and they cracked a job as AIML developer. Like into AIML and all. So it's all about your skills and how you can showcase your skill. Pranav, yes, I too read some articles, but very fast, but feel vast. That breaks my enthu at beginning. I can understand, but before you start, as a beginner, I don't think we should focus on speed more. We should focus on understanding topics, because here we're trying to learn things, right? We're not here to, right now we're not building products, we're trying to build things, like understand how to build things, right? So it is better to take time initially, and then with practice, as you practice more, your confidence increases, your knowledge increases, and then you can, then writing code faster just becomes a reflex. NG Tantai, Bun.js support native SQL Redis. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Hold on. Like, why is the Redis JS? Install Redis. But actually, we have to get IO Redis. What is IO Redis? IO Redis versus Redis. IO Redis is robust, feature-rich Redis client for Node.js. Ideal for setup like Cluster Sentinel, offer higher performance. automatic pipelining and stability for enterprise application. Redis is the official actively maintained client preferred for modern standard application, offering strong type support and compatible. Okay. Complex caching. Okay, we have to go for IO Redis. Understood. In memory, ultra fast key value store, cache, message broker as well, pub subsystems, and queue engine. Okay. Access time, Redis, microseconds, millisecond. Okay, Redis is much faster. Right now, how much time it is taking? Milliseconds. Okay. Hold on. So Redis is much faster. NG Tantai. Nest.js still is the best for enterprise framework. Yeah, like Next.js is more like Spring Boot. Subrat Chatterjee. Hello, bro. Hello, Subrat. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Okay. Where Redis fits. Architecture patterns. Architecture becomes client, Express API, Redis cache, and PostgreSQL. Okay, flow. Okay, hold on. Just a sec. Let's go with. What is this for caching? Okay. Example code. Let's for example code, just a sec. For this kind of example code, let's just copy this code and we can just paste it here. This is the example code. Okay, fine. We have this. Okay. Then for example, this is the request example as well. Hold on. Request example. Okay, we have this. Fine. Now let's get into caching. Let's get into Redis and caching. Right, we are getting into Redis and caching now. So for this to work, Redis and caching. Okay, so for this one, architecture is something like this. So flow is first we check the Redis, if found return instantly, else query db. Okay, this is the flow for when it comes to Redis. Flow is like this. Okay, fine. This is the flow, and after we get the flow, this is called cache aside pattern. Okay, this is called cache aside pattern. This is called cache aside pattern. This flow is called cache aside pattern. Very important. This flow is called cache aside pattern. Okay, fine. This flow is called cache aside pattern, and this is the industry standard as well. Okay, what you should cache first. Look at your code base. Best first cache target, get all active products. Okay, public endpoint, highly repeated expensive query, filtering, sorting, and pagination, read heavy, perfect Redis use case. Okay, Atharva, bro, what's your daily routine? I wake up by 9 a.m. And then if I have one-on-one calls, I take one-on-one calls, and after that I'm currently working on a my SaaS as well. So then I work on my SaaS, then I go to gym, then I have lunch. Like I go to, like, after working on my SaaS and taking one-on-one calls, I have my lunch, then I go to gym, and after coming back from gym I work a bit more, and then I have dinner, and then I again work. That's my daily routine. Like my routine from Monday to Friday mostly. On weekends my routine change a bit. Okay, Redis concepts you must learn. Key value TTL, expiration time, cache hit, cache miss, serialization, deserialization. Example: key products latest page 1, value TTL 300 seconds. Step 2.1, install Redis. Like we have Redis in Docker, so let's go to Docker. Let's open my Docker. Okay, Docker is loading. Docker is loading. Okay, Docker started. Now let's open my command prompt. And let's go docker ps exited 6 seconds ago. Okay, docker ps, okay, docker start redis server, docker ps. Okay, redis server is running, so we have started Redis. Saifur Rahman, hi Abhishek. Hello Saifur Rahman, welcome to the stream. How are you? Okay, install Redis. Okay, we have installed Redis. Install Redis client, IO Redis. Okay, we are going for IO Redis. IO Redis. IO Redis. Fine. So we are going with IO Redis. Copy. Okay. We have this. Go here. Close it. And paste it here. IO Redis and product service. Comment it for now. npm run dev and package.json Redis dependencies IO Redis. Okay, we have this here. Okay, server is running. Dikshant Gaming, welcome to the stream Dikshant. भाई गिटहब के जो ग्रीन बॉक्सेस होते हैं वो किस चीज़ में काम आते हैं? मींस वो रेगुलरिटी शो करते हैं वैसे तो, हाँ वो बस उसी के लिए काम आते हैं. Saifur Rahman, what is the difference between Redis and IO Redis? Okay, so Redis is basically, see, Redis is usually for simple applications and IO Redis is a node package that works on top of Redis, normal Redis package, and it is usually used in more complex applications. I'll show you Redis versus IO Redis. You know, you will see here IO Redis is generally preferred for robust, high performance Node.js applications requiring Redis cluster, Sentinel or atomic reconnection, while the official Redis client is excellent for simple setups and more modern promise-based syntax. IO Redis offer better stability, advanced feature, and is standard for BullMQ. So yeah, that's the thing. Fine, this is done. You already used BullMQ earlier, so this is familiar. Yep, widely used. Okay, now we have to create a Redis client. We have to create a Redis client first. So for Redis, first install the Redis with npm install IO Redis. Then we have to create Redis client. So let's create it in src lib folder redis.ts, and this is my code that import Redis from IO Redis, new Redis, host port null. Okay, on console Redis connected. Okay, fine. Redis.on and off. Redis.on connect error. Okay, you already encountered this in BullMQ. Stable connection, background processing, proper retry handling. Okay, so max retries per request should be null. Test Redis, temporary test. Await Redis.set. Okay, implement first cache. Now the real part. Inside product.service. Okay, first let's create the Redis client. दीक्षांत, तो वो HR भी देखते हैं या बस हम अपने सेटिस्फैक्शन के लिए यूज़ कर? HR एक्चुअली दे विल सी दीज थिंग्स, इट क्रिएट्स अ गुड impression. Saifur Rahman, all right, thanks. Welcome, Saifur Rahman. Devil Gaming, welcome to the stream. Devil Gaming, what's up? Hey bro, are you still working on e-commerce app? Yes, we are now in the phase 3. We are trying to implement, we implemented Pagination already. Now we are implementing caching with Redis. Okay, fine. Yeah, this. Wait, Redis.get test. So let's do this. Okay, so close this, close this, close this, close this, close this, close this, close this. src lib folder, create here redis.ts. okay, and first in Redis, for that one to work, let's for Redis, that host, we should make it an env.env file, right? So here Redis host 127.0.0.1, then we have Redis port 6379. okay, this is the Redis port. Fine, we can copy this, and I'll just a sec guys, I have to set my env file, then I share the code. Just a sec. We have this, close this, now share the code. Yep, we have this. So this thing is done. So in my config, I can go to invid.config, and here export const Redis host equals, just a sec, did I share? Yeah. Then here we have process.env dot Redis host, and export const Redis underscore port equals process.env dot Redis port. okay, and if this is not, for some reason we are not getting this, then we're explicitly setting it to 6379. 6379. okay, दीक्षांत गेमिंग भाई, मैंने MongoDB Mongoose Node.js कर लिया, एंड React तो आता ही है. अब प्रोजेक्ट बनाओ, मन स्टैक या ऑथेंटिकेशन पढ़ो आगे. First build projects, and authentication is very important part of backend. So I will suggest you first get into authentication as well, and once you get into authentication, then start building projects, because without authentication your projects are not so, like, it mostly looks like a simple project. So I will suggest you implement authentication as well. Fine, this is done. Now if I go here, import Redis from io-redis, then const Redis here, new Redis, and structable. Hold on, if I go here, export const. Okay, we have to see this. It's not constructible. Okay, host, let's get it, Redis host port, Redis port, and max request max retries per request null. okay, दीक्षांत, अच्छा तो मतलब ऑथेंटिकेशन के बाद बनाओ फिर, और साथ में ये प्रैक्टिस करता रहता हूँ. हाँ सही है. वैसे तो अभी कॉलेज का पेपर है, तो थोड़ा टाइम ये तो कम ही कर पाऊँगा, तो पहले फोकस ऑन कॉलेज पेपर. So now we go redis.on. Hold on. Why are you getting this? It's not constructable. Host port redis.on connect console.log redis connected successfully and redis.on error, pass the error, console.log redis failed to connect error. Okay, yeah, that is fine. Satyam, which keyboard? Evo Fox keyboard, FK11. Okay, but here this is my package.json. This is my redis.ts. I am getting this error. Redis is a common JS package for your project type module. So this import अब enter correctly. Replace it with, hold on, I did the same thing, import Redis from IO Redis. That's what I did. Number, okay, make it number, not like this. Let's do one thing, that here if I go to my config, we are doing this. Okay, this is not required. Import Redis from IO Redis. That's what we did. Okay, export default Redis, export default Redis, export default Redis. We are doing this. tsconfig.json. Okay, then ES module interop. ES module interop is true. Yup. Node next. Then restart TypeScript server. Yeah. This is my code. Just a sec. I think, yeah, we faced this issue. Hold on. Go to package GitHub. Wake engineer. Fast API project when? Maybe in future sometime. I have not decided yet. And can you try Nest.js with Redis, Kafka, Nats? Okay, I'll give it a shot someday. Scale with Thara. Welcome to the stream. Guys, if you want to learn system design, okay, NG Tantai, I think Nest.js will make you pro++, okay? We have this message queue, Bullem queue. Hold on. We use Redis in my social media application, right? Social media project. Here we use Redis. So, but there we did not use IO Redis. Hold on. Backend, SRC, utils, cache, not this one, config redis.ts. We are getting it from here. Okay, this is not going to work. This is my code, and we have this redis.ts. We have this redis.ts. Then after this redis.ts, this is my ts config. This is my ts config.json. We have this ts config. Then after this ts config, we have this package.json. Adonis, you don't use Claude? Not yet. Package.json. I use Claude only when, like if something cannot be solved with GPT, then I use Claude. Okay. I am getting this error. No constructor signature. Let's see. Nothing here. Okay. Waleed, बना क्या रहे हो? Backend of an e-commerce application, and we are trying to implement caching now. Okay, so why are we getting this constructor not initial? In redis.ts. Your code is correct. The real issue is that you're using 6 point is still unstable. Beaten currently breaks typing for some common JS packages. That is why types in Redis is not constructable. Downgrade TypeScript to a stable version. Okay, then restart VS Code. TypeScript server should then work perfectly. Also convert the port properly. Okay, let's make it number explicitly. Okay, fine. Okay, it is a TypeScript issue. Okay. Test Redis. Okay. Export const export default Redis. We have this. Okay, so for this one to work, let's go here and in console.index.ts we have this, and here also let's try this one, that await redis dot set test, and data should be hello. Okay, await redis, then const data equals await redis dot get test. Then after this we have console dot log data. What do we get? Hello. Okay, so Redis is working. Mahesh, welcome to the stream. Mahesh, hi bro, what's your qualification? What is your biggest strength in coding? My qualification has completed my PTech from Sikkim Manipal Institute of Technology, and I did it in information technology. And my biggest strength in coding is I think I know how to learn things, because there are lots of I will never ever claim that I know everything, but I know how to learn and how to teach myself. So yeah. Gurveer, yo bro, what's up? Hello Gurveer, welcome back to the stream. We are trying to implement the backend of an e-commerce application, and we have started phase 3, and right now we are working with Redis for caching. Amul Butter, brother, me also reached specialist in Codeforce. That's nice, congrats Mahesh. Hi bro, what's your, okay, answer that question. सायोन राणा, अच्छा भैया IT और CSE में डिफरेंस क्या है? कुछ डिफरेंस नहीं है, इट्स ऑल अबाउट नंबर ऑफ सीट्स अवेलेबल. ओके, Okay, so we can just remove this, not required. This, so Redis connection is done. Redis connection is done. We can ignore this error. Close this, close this. Implement first cache. Now the real part. Inside product.service.ts, product backend src modules product.service. So here in get all active, here only. साय राना MCKV हावड़ा कैसा कॉलेज है? मुझे कोई आइडिया नहीं है उस कॉलेज का. आई हैव नो आइडिया. ओके, import Redis, generate cache, get all active products, const cache key, product json.stringify, filters. Okay, different filters need different caches. Very good. Example. Okay, check cache first before db call. Cache products, db fallback, store in Redis, final service. Exactly. Okay, so first we create the cache key. Basically Redis stores in key value pairs. Cache key const cache products, wait redis.get cache key. Yes, there's a cache product cache hit, json.parse cache product. Okay. Fine, we got this. Console.log cache miss result. Okay, cache key just formatted result. Okay, fine. Cache key expiry 300 milliseconds, microseconds or millis. Okay, 300. Okay, return format results. First request miss db queries are slower, faster. Why Redis is so powerful? Imagine 10,000 users without Redis, 10,000 db queries with Redis, maybe 10 db queries. Massive reduction. Critical production knowledge, never cache passwords. Okay, critical production knowledge, copy this and paste it. Critical never cache these things. Okay, fine. And also setting up Redis, npm install io Redis, then inside src/lib/redis.ts the code should be where is this? Lib redis.ts. get this should be the code. This hold on just a sec, kya ho raha hai? Okay, this should be the code. And then okay, fine, we have this. Then product.service or in repository, hold on, where is it? Final service. Okay, in service only we have to do. So in service, product.service, in service we need to implement caching. Shaunak Joshi, welcome to the stream. Thought about the front end for this app would be cool. Actually, we are focusing more on the back end, and see, front end, it's fairly simple in my opinion. So I'm more interested in backend. So not like if it was an end-to-end product that I was building for myself, then we would be implementing front end as well. But this is just for the learning purpose. That's why we are not going to get into front end. Atharva, when will be your next Q&A gaming session? I don't know, man. Abhi to I'm a little busy with, I'm building on my SaaS as well. I'm working on my SaaS. So now I'm not getting time for Q&A or gaming sessions. Maybe in future. महेश भैया, कोडिंग सीखते टाइम फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट क्या मिस्टेक करते हैं और आपके अकॉर्डिंग फर्स्ट ईयर में हमें क्या गलती नहीं करनी चाहिए? गुड क्वेश्चन महेश. I think the biggest mistake people do in first year is that they try to learn too many things at once. First, they will do Python thoda sa, then they will do JavaScript a little bit, then they will switch to Java. Then suddenly somebody will tell them, okay, these things are all outdated. Learn Go. Then they will say, learn this language, that language. So they never really give their time to mastering one thing properly. So because of that, they never get that confidence in one particular language. So first thing, if you are in first year, I will tell you to choose one language. Either go with JavaScript, Python, or Java. It depends on your interest. Pick one language and be dive deep into it. So that's the first thing. And second thing also, when you are building projects, try to build end-to-end projects. Don't just start a project, work on it for a few days, then stop building. No, whenever you start a project, make sure you finish it, because one finished project will teach you a lot. Zero skill dev. Are you graduated? Yes, I have completed my BTech. Shaunak Joshi, got it, man. Keep going. Thanks, Shaunak Joshi. Okay. So first we have to create on active products. So first here we'll try to get const cache key equals products products json dot stringify filters. Okay, cache key. We have the cache key. We created the cache key, so we are searching for this. Then const cached products cached products. Zero skill dev. Are you into DSA? No, I'm not into DSA. Cached products equals await redis dot get cache key. Okay, we got this. And if there is a cached product, return json dot parse cached products and console.log cache hit. Okay, zero skill dev. Why don't you prefer modern TS without classes? Actually, the main purpose of using class here is we are trying to implement firstly layered architecture, and secondly the most important thing is that we are trying to implement dependency injection. So dependency injection / dependency inversion is actually a very important backend concept. And in production based system, we implement that dependency injection so that all the modules are actually very loosely coupled. So what dependency inversion does is that, for example, this is your route. First request comes to your route, then inside route we have controllers, right? Then after controller, the request goes to the service, whatever service that we are using, right? And then we have a thing called interface. Which is a blueprint of a class, right? We have interface, and then we have a repository layer. Fine, repository. So first request goes to the route, then depending on the get post, whatever it is, we pass it to the controller, then controller does some processing, then data goes to the service layer. Then service layer does not directly see, the goal of repository layer is to interact with the database. This is where all the DB operation happens, in the repository layer, right? So what happens, just a sec, this is the repository layer, this is where the database operation happens. So service is not directly interacting with the repository layer. No, it is interacting with the interface, and repository is also interacting with the interface. So what is happening is that in repository layer, for example, now we are using SQL database with Prisma, and for example in future I want to switch to Drizzle, then I don't have to touch any of these code. I just need to make changes in this code and my code will work absolutely fine. For example, if I want to switch to NoSQL database with Mongoose, then also have to create changes into this repository file only. This entire code base remains unchanged. So as you can see that repository is very loosely coupled, right? So this is the major advantage of using dependency injection and dependency inversion. So yeah, that's why we are going for class based for this layered architecture. Okay. Ayush Goldley, welcome to the stream, Ayush. Is PhD necessary for working in AI labs like in Google, DeepMind, Anthropic, etc., or AI ML engineer is enough? Actually, if you research, is PhD necessary to work in AI labs like Google, DeepMind? Let's see. Okay, but it is highly preferred. Yeah, it is preferred, Okay, Mahesh, when you talk, bro, literally you are very confident. Lots of love from Mumbai. My thanks for giving me genuine advice. I am 18 years old. When will earn money, I will give super chat. But nowadays, that's fine, Mahesh. Thanks a lot, man. You use such kind words for me. That's enough for me. And thanks a lot, Mahesh. It means a lot. Thanks for appreciating. Zero skill dev. That can also be done via package JSON thing, na? Using npm tsx. No, actually that's not the thing. Even if you change the package, but the syntax remains the same, you have to change the syntax. Okay, just a sec. What are you studying right now? I'm studying about caching. Today I'm getting into caching, cached products, cache key, cache miss. Okay, if this is not the case, then we do cache console.log cache miss. Then we have this result. Then we have this called formatted data. Const formatted result. Okay, copy this, cut it, paste it here. We have this formatted result, and after this we have to set await redis.set cache key first, I think. Yeah, cache key, and in data json.stringify formatted result, and expiry we are keeping it 300 milliseconds, 300, I think 300 seconds only, right? And then we are just returning this formatted result. We're returning this formatted result. Fine, let's just see. Redis connected successfully. Okay, we have this. Then after this we have this lower. Okay, critical. Okay, great things to cache products, categories. Okay, fine. Feed, search result, dashboard, analytics, public APIs. Great things to cache. This is also important. We have this setting up cache. We have this h2, and this will also should be h2. Okay, we have this. Okay, Redis code example. If I go here, let's copy this service and we can paste it here. Okay, fine. Cache key. Azasa automation, what are you making? I'm building the backend of an e-commerce application. Like, we are trying to build a production grade scalable backend of an e-commerce application, and we are in phase 3 right now. We have implemented pagination. Right now we are implementing caching. Okay, so according to this, we also need to implement caching in products done. We have to implement caching in categories. Let's go for categories. Right, do we have category? Hold on, we have authentication. Close this. Get all categories, and this get all categories modules, category route, all categories. Fine. So get all categories, but before this, get all categories service. Yeah, get all categories service. Okay, so we have to create a cache key here. All right. Okay, so here in this get all categories, let's first create a cache key. Const cache key should be product service. What did we use here? Get all active products. It should be categories, and then here we have categories, and let's make it filters. Let's make it categories all. Okay, this is my categories. You want my automation service. What automation do you provide? Mahesh, bro, can you rate my college, please? Called Vivekanand Education Society of Arts, Science, and Commerce. It's a humble request. Actually, how can I rate a college? Like, even I am from a tier 2 college. So see, college, if you're not from IIT or you're not from NIT, then college does not matter much. Only IIT and NIT matters in my opinion, because tier 2 tier 3 college does not matter, because it's almost the same. It's all about your skills. Okay, zero skill. I'm making a site but don't know Redis, and also doing cookies. Think via DB. Thinking of implementing Redis after V0. Is it good? Yes. First, you have to understand. Do you need Redis? Like, maybe in public routes you can use Redis, so that your API response can become faster. So we have cache key const cached categories equals await redis dot get cache key. Fine. And if there are cache categories, then we simply console dot log cache hit, and after we do this, we simply return to category list response. Hold on, just a sec. So we are doing here json dot, just a sec. Okay, no issues. We can do this. Return json dot parse cached categories. If not, then console dot log cache miss. Fine. We have this, and just a sec, I forgot to check it here. Get all active products. Now if I go here, we have this. Now if I do this, we get this cache miss. Fine. If I do this again, cache hit 14 milliseconds, 8 milliseconds, 5, 6. Okay, cache hit. Okay, fine. It is small data, so the speed is not getting okay. fine, we have this. So now we are doing the cache miss, and now first we get the categories, and and first we get the const formatted. What are we using here? Formatted result only. Formatted result equals category list response categories. Okay, now first we do await redis dot set cache key. Then here we have json dot stringify formatted result, and here then we get expiry, make it for 300, and instead of this return the formatted result. Fine. Now let's go here, get all categories, do this all categories. Let's see, cache miss. If I do this, cache hit, cache hit, yep, it is working. And before, let's just see console.log. Let's whatever we are returning, let's just console log it. Do this again, cache hit, let's do this type of okay. If I send this object only, okay, no issues. We can remove this. So here we are doing it. Azan automation. I can build automations like n8n, API monitoring, deployment, alerts, AI log summarization, database workflows, Discord, Telegram notification. Oh, that's nice, Azan. That's nice. But currently, like, I don't need automation right now. Maybe in future. Okay, so first category is done. Feed, search results, dash. Okay, I think in this way we can say that this is done. Fine. Okay, 300 seconds means okay, 5 minutes. Got it. We have this. Okay, so if I go here, copy this. Now let's go for step 3. What was in step 3? Step 3, step 3. We were in step 3. Where is it? Yeah, step 3 here. Step 3. Cache is okay. Now we have to go for step 3, right? Cache aside pattern. Hold on. What we did just now? Cache aside pattern. We did that only. Hold on. Let's see. Just a sec. What we did recently, it was, I think, step 3. Okay, fine. Let's get into step 3. Azasa, no problem. Would love to hear your thought what I'm doing right now. Actually, yours, like it's a very demanding skill that you are working on. Okay. Mahesh, what is this? Can you explain, Mahesh, what is that? Step 3. Step 3, where is it? Step 3, step 3, step 3. Step 1. Step 3. Step 3, where is it? Step 3. Yeah, this one. We go to step 3, Redis fundamentals. Cache and now we're using Redis designing caching system correctly. This is a massive backend engineering skill. You install cache random things, okay. Then understand cache strategy, invalidation, TTL, consistency, cache keys, cache lifecycle. Mahesh, in my first sem, my subject is DBMS, C Sharp, Python, HTML, SQL. Second sem, my subject OS, C++, Advanced Python, PHP. I don't know basic about that, but I passed my first sem, first attempt. Okay, actually, those subjects are very important. Whatever they taught, it's an important subject. Try to get into deep. What you have, okay? You have a read through, cache, the pattern, cache aside pattern, industry standard used by Netflix, Amazon, Meta, Shopify, Uber. Okay, this caching is used by these companies. Your current flow, service, Redis, Postgres equal, good but incomplete because you can have stale cache problem. Stale cache problem. This is one of the drawbacks. So like this is one of the problems we need to fix. Stale cache problems. Understand this. What is stale cache problems? The problem: get cache for 5 minutes, then seller updates product price. Updated. Redis still contains old price. Users see outdated data. This is called cache inconsistency. Okay, so basically when we update the data, when we create the data, we have to invalidate the cache. Mahesh, now second sum I get 5 KT. What should I do? By 5 KT, try to clear your KTs, man, because KTs will create problems when companies come for placements. Meg, welcome to the stream, Meg. Bro, people say to actually know how programming works and to be a good dev, you need to learn C++. What do you think? It's no hard and fast rule that you must start with C++. Like I started with C++. That's a different thing because in my school they were teaching C++ and that was the first programming language I ever learned, right? But there's no hard and fast rule that you have to start with C++. You can start with any programming language. Basics are same. C++ is bit more, closer to the hardware. So you have to manage memories as well. So with C++ you learn memory management also. Okay, the real goal: store data in Redis. The goal is keep cache synchronized with DB. Types of cache strategies: cache aside, app manages cache, write through, write DB, cache together, write back, cache writes to DB later, read through. Types of caching strategies important. Hold on, not here. Types of cache strategies. Meg, alright, thanks, man. That makes sense. Okay. Azasa Automation, what's your age? My age is 25. I'm 25 years old. Okay, best for e-commerce. Okay, when you need cache invalidation, look at your code base. You cache get all active products, so cache becomes stale when create product, edit product, delete product, toggle active product. Yes, okay. These modify product data. Important Redis architecture concept. You currently generate keys like this. Example, okay, you cannot manually delete every possible key easily. This leads to cache key namespace strategy. Better use namespace. Learn Redis key scanning. Okay, products. Okay, got it. Okay, then you can delete all. Okay, step 3.2, cache, create cache invalidation helper. Utils cache invalidation helper. Okay, as backend src utils have cache.helper.ts. cache.helper.ts. So we have this invalidate product cache keys, await keys product. If keys are Redis delete. Okay, what does the delete all product cache? Simple and effective. Invalidate after product creation. Create product. Await. Okay. Okay. Aditya Mishra, welcome to the stream, Aditya. I completed my internship but didn't got a job because the manager who wipe codes and made a single application said that I did, but you didn't complete the project he gave me, which a society management app. That's fine. If you did not get internship from this, if you did not get job from this internship, then try to get another internship, and you can use this internship as an experience. Azasa automation. Lol, I'm just 16. Oh, that's nice. Okay. New product. Okay. Invalid after product update also. After delete also. After toggle. Redis.keys problem for huge system is dangerous because blocks Redis expensive operation, scans entire key space. Instead, but for face learning, keys is perfectly fine, easier to understand. Two protections. Auto have 5 minutes. Manual validation. Now just built line server Redis cache Postgres with pagination sorting. This is already much more okay. Here backend insight. Caching is not about speed only, it's about reducing DB load, traffic spikes, horizontal scalability. What you learned. Okay, let's do this. Fine. This makes sense. प्रियांक गेमिंग, वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम प्रियांक गेमिंग. हाय ब्रो, मैं BCA कर रहा हूँ, इसमें सेकेंड ईयर में डेटा साइंस विद पाइथन सिलेक्ट किया है. ओ नाइस, अच्छा है भाई. आगे कुछ फ्यूचर स्कोप है, स्कोप हेल्प. देखो फ्यूचर स्कोप, it depends on your skill level, because so actually the truth is degree does not matter much. Degree only matters if you are from IIT, NIT, all those colleges. But if you are doing BCA and BTech from any tier 2 tier 3 college, degree does not matter. Your skill matters. If you are skilled enough, then like you have to showcase that skill, only then you will get opportunities. Mahesh, okay. I first time ओके एडवांस पाइथन. ओके, पढ़ूँ अच्छे से और सेकेंड ईयर कहाँ सब्जेक्ट भी पढ़ूँ. आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड महेश, कैन यू एक्सप्लेन. प्रियांक, क्या करूँ. यू आर सो ओल्ड. Aditya Mishra, he said in a very sarcastic way, he was proud that he made the application using AI bro. I managed 2 React Native app with 1 web React app and backend. Like, तुम्हारा manager will understand what mistake he made, because like people will with only less amount of IT knowledge will think that just because they vibe coded a application that will break when they try to scale, they will understand what mistakes they made. So it's fine, it's your manager's issue, it's not your issue. Try to get a new internship. महेश, मुझे तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन समझ नहीं आया, थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन करो. Okay. Aditya Mishra, please also tell me, should I prepare for some time being or just run for jobs? You have to do both. Right now, See, job application, trying to applying for jobs will take you around 1 hour to apply in 10 different companies or 20 different companies, right? And rest of the time upskill yourself. प्रियांक गेमिंग, कुछ नहीं आता, पाइथन से सब सीखा बट रहा हूँ, सकता कुछ बट सर्च नहीं कहाँ से सीखूँ. यू हैव टू फाइंड रिसोर्सेज लाइक पाइथन. यू कैन लर्न फ्रॉम कोड विथ हैरी यूट्यूब चैनल. अच्छे से पढ़ो भाई. अच्छा ठीक है. अजासा, पढ़ने में कुछ ट्रू वर्ड्स ब्रो, ट्रू. अभिषेक हेलो, ये महेश की वाला ही 5 KT वाला है. हाँ, लाइक ही गॉट 5 KT. ओके, होल्ड ऑन. But the thing is, in product service, products, okay, fine. Cache helper, keys, redis dot keys, okay. Okay. Export const invalidate product cache. Okay. Then we have, this is async function, async, and here we have const keys equals await redis dot keys products products. Okay, so here it will be this. Okay, then if keys dot length is greater than 0, then await redis dot del dot keys. Okay, we have this. Okay, we got this. Invalidate product cache. Fine, this is done. So what now I can do in product service, we have get all products. So when we are creating the product, this is the create product, right? So when new product is created, before I return, okay, before I return, I will just await invalidate product cache. Fine, get all products, get all active products, and then we have edit product. Okay, then before I return, await invalidate product cache, toggle active product. Yep, here also await invalidate product cache. Okay, and delete product, delete product, delete product also, await invalidate product cache. Fine, got it. Invalidate after product update and after delete product. Okay, invalidate after toggle. Fine, this is done. Okay, so now let's see, get all active products, what we got cache miss. If I do this again, we have cache hit, right? So for now, let's create another product. Let's create a product, login as a seller. So for seller, we have to see who the seller is. Seller. Here we have table users. Let's go here, and here we'll see users. So we have seller as test user 1. So login as test user 1, login as test user 1. We logged in, and then create a product. Let's make it cars for men, good cars for men. Let's download a car image, save image as, nice कर दे भाई. We have this car image, delete it. Then after this we'll go here, remove this, create new file, go to downloads, use this, and let's make it only 5 pieces. Once, tens, 100,000 to now lakh. Let's make it only 4 pieces. Let's create the product. Product created successfully. Okay, now let's get all active product. Right now what are we getting? Cache hit. We created a new product. We got here cache miss. Very good. And cars for men. Now if I go here, we should see cache hit. It is working. Okay, fine. Okay. महेश भाई, मुझे कोई तो बंदा चाहिए अच्छे से समझाने के लिए. सी महेश, द थिंग इज, you know, you have to manage fun in college along with studying. You know, like most of the students, you know, if you talk to your friends, they will say कि भाई कॉलेज का क्या है, एग्ज़ाम का क्या है, छोड़ना भाई, बैक लग जाएगा, क्या हो जाएगा. Most of the students think like this, right? But if you take that advice too seriously, because back will cause a problem when companies come into your college. So now you have 5 backs, right? So how will you clear it? First, make sure you don't get any more backs. So now if you have your whatever semester you are in right now, first try to clear all those exams, current exams. Then I think they will have re-exams that will help you to clear your back, right? So in that one, try to, you know, like whatever subjects you got back before that exams, either learn from a student who is very good in studies, or try to like whatever question paper comes, for example, question paper comes from a university, try to clear that, you know, solve previous question paper, understand that subject, and then prepare for exam. Now you have to do a bit of heavy lifting, because you have to manage the current exam also, and you have to manage your previous back papers also, right? So it is a bit difficult, but you have to manage both. सत्यम ब्रो, आज कब तक स्ट्रीम करोगे, या वही 2 बजे तक? आज शायद हम लोग ज़्यादा देर तक नहीं करेंगे. सेम महेश भाई. ओके. Moviepedia, welcome to the stream. Bhaiya, I'm in 4th sem. How to manage DSA and Dev and semester? Okay. See, you are in 4th sem, you have to manage both. So how will you manage that? First, for DSA, you don't have to give DSA 6 to 8 hours. No, you can just give it at least 2 hours every single day. You know, like for example, you can make it a routine that if your classes start from 9 or 10 a.m., right? So you can wake up early around 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. Then after waking up, you can take a shower, you can have breakfast, eat something, and after that, make it a habit of solving 2 DSA questions, 1 or 2 DSA questions in that 2 hours, right, before you go to college. So once you go to college, because attendance is also important, right? So you will go to college, you will understand all the subjects and all, and make sure whatever the teacher is teaching in college, you don't have to be fully immersed in it, but understand what they are teaching and keep it in your head, and always make notes, right? And make sure you get the updated notes, and that is for the college. And after you come back from college, you can take rest for 1 or 2 hours, and then remaining time you can pick one tech stack and you can build projects. So that's how you will build, you can manage development along with college, along with DSA. ओके भाई मेरा चैट पढ़ना, कौन सा चैट था आपका, ऊपर चला गया, अच्छा ओके ओके. Azasa, brother, what do you do for a living? Not trying to act rude though. Actually, for a living, I take one-on-one calls. I do freelancing as well. And people who need my dedicated guidance, they can book a one-on-one call with me where I try to understand their current skills, their strengths, their weaknesses, and based on their goal. For example, their goal is to prepare for a job, and they want to get a job. Then they can book a call with me. Then in that call, I understand their current skills, their strengths, their weaknesses, and based on that, I create an action plan that they can follow for the next few months, and they can achieve their goal. Because why I can do this, because I have a working experience of 1 year, and I left my job 2.5 months ago because I want to build my own startup. So that's why like I was able to clear interviews and get a job offer off campus. So I can share this advice with people who actually need my help. And then second, I also do freelancing for clients. And third is I'm trying to build my own startup as well. So that's what I do the entire day. Okay. Namak, you're talking about the personal meeting. Yeah, I'm going to actually book one. How busy are you? There's a link in the description. Yeah, one-on-one meeting. It's an online 1 hour meeting. There's a link in the description. You can use that link to book a meeting with me. Okay, Namak, I actually want to build something with you. Okay, like in future, if I need more developers, I'll surely contact you, Namak. Moviepedia, bhaiya, I have learned Stack, but not getting confidence, and what I can learn more. See, confidence comes with building projects. If you build more projects, only then you will get confidence. See, there is one thing that when you watch a tutorial, code along with those tutorials, you will be able to build the projects. But real confidence comes when you don't watch tutorial and you try to build something on your own. You will get error, you will fail, you will feel that it is a bit overwhelming. But for example, you're trying to build a to-do application. So in that to-do application, if you whatever you have learned from those tutorials, use that knowledge to build that to-do application. You will face errors, but you have to solve those errors. You have to understand the topic. You can use AI to teach yourself and then try to build something. That will give you confidence. Okay, Azasa, I am also doing freelancing. That's great. महेश भाई, जिसके पास पैसा नहीं होगा वो क्या करे आपके साथ कांटेक्ट करने के लिए? आप मुझे ईमेल कर सकते हो. Satyam Bhosle, even I want to work with you, bro. Oh, thanks, Satyam. Like, in future, if you try to build a start, like right now I'm working as a solo developer in a startup. Once we start generating revenue from my startup and we need more developers, I'll surely, try to get you guys to work with me. Okay. Mahesh, Satyam, okay. Namak, dude, for confidence के लिए build something with a 3-hour project tutorial, then build that same project without tutorial. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. Satyam, okay. Ayan Khan, hello Ayan Khan, welcome back to the stream, brother. How are you? What's up? Okay, so this thing is done. And for category also we have to work on this. Hold on. So for category.cache.helper, let's also create export const invalidate category cache async. Okay, we have this const keys equals await redis dot keys categories. Okay, we got this. And if keys dot length is greater than 0, await redis dot del keys. Okay, we have this. So for category service, creating a category also. Here also we have to await invalidate category cache. Fine, then get all categories, update category. So after updating the category, await invalidate category cache. Okay, we have this delete category also. Here await invalidate category cache. Fine, we got this, we have this. Fine, so right now let's log in as admin, because only admin can delete the category. Test user 3, test user 3, login. So if I go to delete the category, get all categories, get all categories, cache miss, cache miss, get it again, cache it. Okay, so if I go to delete all categories, just a sec, if I go to a movie, which project you were having in your resume in your college? uh, in my resume, like, I did two internships. So in one internship I built the backend of an e-commerce application using Django, and in second I worked in a like in a 6-month internship. There I built a transaction, like for an insurance company, I built a transaction management software. These two I gave in my resume, and these two I built using Django. Satyam, bro, do you know there are specialized DBs for the authorizations? I did not know that, Satyam. Especially Reback. Okay, I have to check it out. Okay, have this. So for deleting, we have get all categories, cache it, and now we have this category. Let's try to delete this category and delete this category. Delete this category, and we'll get error because right now this category has products. Right. Delete category. Where? Delete category. Delete category. Hold on. First, let's delete all the products. Product. Let's log in as test user. Seller was test user 1. Test user 1. Login and products. Get all active products. Get all products. You are not authorized. Get all products. Get all products. Hold on. Route. Product.route. All products. Verify user. Verify. Okay. Only admin can get that. Login as test user 3. Test user 3. Login. Get all products. Fine. Let's delete all the products. Delete product. Where is it? Delete product. And for this deletion I have to again log in as seller. Login as seller and delete product. Just a sec. Here we have get all products. We got this. Hold on. We got this here. Delete product. Here we go. We have this and delete product. What is the issue? Update on delete violation foreign key constraint. Order items. Okay. So there are orders also. That's why we are getting this issue. Fine. Order items. Order. Where is it? Order items. items. Let's just delete now order items, then go to orders, orders. Let's delete the order address as well. Let's go here, and if I do this, then this product is deleted. Then we have this, this product is deleted. Then we have this product is deleted. Product. This product is also deleted. Okay, and then after this we have this product is also deleted. And then here we have, okay, now if I do no, you're not authorized. Login as admin, test user 3, login, get all products, login. Yeah, we have no products anymore. Now let's delete the category. So only admin can delete the category, right? Now let's delete all categories. We have this, and now let's delete this category. Delete this category, copy this category, and delete category. And delete category, pass this. Now let's see what we get. Delete category. Yeah, we are getting this issue. Bad request. Fail. Received. In body we are passing anything? No. Hold on, let's see. So from where you learned Django? I learned Django from documentation mainly and by building projects. Okay, hold on. So for category route, validate category schema, validate category schema. Okay, yeah, this is the issue. We don't actually need this. And delete category controller. Yeah, now I think it will work. If I do this, delete category deleted. Now if I go here, we have this. Now get all categories, cache miss. Now if I do cache hit, fine. So this is working absolutely fine. So this is done. So this is done. So this is done. Fine. Cache life cycle as well. Fine. Cache invalidation we learned. Validation as well. This was step 3. So now let's go for step 4. So in step 4, what we need to do? Step 4. Where is it? Step 4, step 4, step 4. Step 4. Step cache invalidation. Okay, but cache invalidation. We did this, but what we did? Cache cache problem, solved it. Cache inconsistency. This, right? So for this, I think this chat is very important. We can store this chat. For caching also, we can Redis and caching. Chat. Chat. Yes, Redis for example. The steel cache problem. Cache invalidation. Okay. Utils slash cache dot helper dot ts. Utils cache dot helper. Then code example. For example, let's give for product. Where is the category here? Product dot service. Let's go for create a product. Let's give this create a product. Let's give this in the notes. We have this. Fine. This is also done. This is also done. Yep. So the next also now we need to go into step 4. Anand, hey, can you accept my Discord request? Yeah, you can join the Discord server link using the link in the description, I think. What's your Discord? Okay, here. This is your Discord. Yes, okay. Fine, we have this. By the way, guys, all the resources, you can join the Discord server as well. Link in the description of the stream. So for now, let's pushed. Use this. Step 4, we have to go for step 4. Just go for step 4. Step 4. Where is it? Step 4. Yeah, this one. Step 4. Yeah, this one. Cache invalidation. Hardest part of caching. Okay. Step 4. A Moviepedia. What is more important to get a job for fresher, web dev or DSA? It depends on which type of company you're going for. If you're targeting MNCs, then yes, DSA will help you to crack interviews. And if you're going for startups, then you have to be good in development. It depends on which company you're targeting. Okay, now you are entering. Okay, now you already implement cursor page, cache ahead pattern, cache invalidation. Okay, this still has code. This we did this. This toggle also cache strategies. Okay, this is also done. Production system. Okay, docs Redis scans entire memory slower server. Large system uses scan instead of okay. But for your current learning project, okay, nice. What you have achieved till now, indexing, okay, nice. Step after this, after you should run rate limiting. Step 4. So maybe in step 5 we have rate limiting, right? Hold on. Step 5, where is it? Step 5. Step 5. Step 5. Step 5. Step 5, where is it? Step 4. Step 5. Yup. Hot data caching. We have to get into this, okay? Anand, I have DM'd you on Discord. If you are free, once check it out. Okay, I'll check it. Okay, we have this. Okay, find that this code has been implemented. It depends actually. Oh, got it. Rate limiting step 6. Fine. Close this. And guys, all the codes are available on my GitHub. All the codes that for this is available on GitHub, and GitHub repository link in the description of the stream. So all the codes are available in this GitHub repository. So in this one, just a second. So for this one, what are the classes? Applications I need to understand NoSQL, build projects, user system, blogging platform. This is done. Pagination we did it today. We did pagination today. Find caching strategies, and TTL we have done. Session storage, rate limiting, PubSub, and distributed cache. Moviepedia, your LinkedIn. Actually, I don't use LinkedIn much. I use Twitter more. AWS3 I have to understand. Okay, fine. Then logging. Logging is easy. Device sessions left. Nginx left. Proxies. CI/CD basics. Scalable caching layers. Database capture. Yeah, this is important. custom video processing backend. CQRS, idempotency, microservices, bonnets. Okay. Design systems. Fine. API done. To do API done. Nodes have backend done. Authentication. E-commerce application we are working on right now. Movie BTech. Which college you did BTech? I did my BTech from Sikkim Manipal Institute of Technology. E-commerce backend we have social media backend I've done. Chat system, video processing service, payment systems. CD also understand. Okay. So this is we are doing 17422. From where you got this roadmap? I built this roadmap on my own. Like I was watching one or two good YouTube videos. Then I got the transcript of those YouTube videos. I collected the transcript. Then I used AI to go through that transcript, and then I told AI to build a roadmap for me. Like there was a big prompt that I gave, and then I got this roadmap. And then this roadmap is also inspired by this particular article. What is it? System design roadmap. It is inspired by this particular article as well. So yeah, that's what I'm following. What else? Let's see what's happening. Anything interesting? Guys, this is my Twitter profile. If you're interested, you can follow me on Twitter as well. The link is in the description of the stream. Anything interesting? I think this is going on fine. What's this? 1744. 17. Yeah, chat has been saved. We can close this. We can close this. Here we can. This as well. Alright everyone, I'll wrap up now, and thanks for joining the stream. If you enjoyed this stream, do consider subscribing to this channel and drop a like as well. And if you want my dedicated guidance, you can book a one-on-one call with me. The link is in the description of the stream. If you want any more details, you can click on that link and get detail about my one-on-one calls. Okay. I missed SaaS part. अरे स्ट्रीम खत्म हो गई. हाँ आज स्ट्रीम हो गया. आनंद dude. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll check it after the stream. Alright.